Who would like to do a recap for a point of inspiration?
I'm ready to do it, but I do still have my inspiration.
Jeremy, even if you wish to do it, you can earn yourself a point of inspiration as well.
Oh, I'll see what I can remember. Last time on the Meddlers of Mischief, the party found themselves within the depths of an impenetrable forest as they had just arrived in the forsaken lands of Herman. Taking their bearings, they followed the river as they discussed which of the two possible destinations would be the most optimal to locating Bog and this mysterious object that they were sent to seek out. The apparent safety of the lake or the abandoned city of Camelot. The party felt that the city would be preferred over the lake, as there may be more clues there. They progressed, barely making it over a bridge which collapsed behind them. And during the night, Nyx and the rest attempted to commune with the spirits that would appear in the night, to limited success. However, during one of those nights, the party was ambushed by zombies and a giant zombie mass that sprouted out from under the ground. While though the party fought valiantly, they did manage to defeat the zombie threat, but at great cost, for Damascus fell in the battle. Feeling great guilt, Aiden took it upon himself to leave with Damascus and Harvey to return him to his home and final resting place. With two party members gone, what is the rest of the Meddlers of Mischief going to do tonight?
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself a point of inspiration. So, before Aiden takes off with Damascus and Harvey, was there anything you would like to take equipment-wise from Damascus?
A few things of note that I found on his possessions that I thought would be useful would be the healing potions, the rations, the bedroll. Where did I put it? Healing potions, healing salve, rations, water skin, bedroll, and as well his regular rope and his rope of entanglement. Those are what I made note of to keep. If anybody else wants to grab anything, but I figured the gold we could keep on his body, send that with him to his family, and the magic items I'm not really sure what we want to do with yet.
Yeah, I think it was going to be up to debate between the three of us if we should hold on to the items or let them be buried with his body. What do you think, Nyx?
You guys can do whatever you want with it.
Well, it's possible they could be used by anyone who joins us later.
I mean, that's assuming we even find anyone out in these woods that'll join us and not kill us right away.
Yeah, but who knows? We gotta have faith. I think we should hold on to them. Anything when we make it out of this place, we could try and find some way to use one of them as like a memorial tribute to Damascus.
Alright, then we can take the magic items then. At least get some money off of them if we can't find anybody that wants them. So then we're taking the gauntlets, the battle axe that cuts wood, and the lance, and the mithril, and the +1 shield.
Yes, and actually, I think after a couple of times of looking at Aiden, I'm like, are you sure you're gonna be fine traveling back on Harvey?
Yeah, I will be extra cautious and everything like that. I will be nothing but extreme after what happened.
I'd probably pull out my compass just to see where the closest Feywild portal is, and just kind of point in that direction. I'm like, if things go really bad, head in this direction, and maybe you'll stumble into the Feywild instead of this scary place.
The compass, it points west. And he's headed north.
Well, if you are going to cross the mountains, he does have some... Let's see, he has extra torches, he has an extra blanket on there, Aiden. That would prove useful, probably in the cold.
Just be very careful, Aiden. Promise me you will make it back.
Oh, I will.
If you do see his family, just say we're sorry and that he was actually a really good friend and we wish that we had more time with him.
He nods and he will.
We'll keep the money on him as well, in case his family needs it for burial expenses.
All right.
Aiden revs up Harvey.
As one does.
And they take off.
Well, at least that, at the very least, the money that they'll keep will count as some form of an apology from us. Whatever the fuck this mess is.
when we get back to the town after this is taken care of, I do remember someone that noticed Damascus back when we were all out drinking. Maybe there's more info. We can learn more about his past from whoever that was.
I don't know what good that would do us.
Well,
He
I am a teller of tales. It would be nice to pay tribute to Damascus by knowing more. Especially if he had any unfinished business.
All right. What do you do?
Well, I believe what we were doing last before we sat down for the rest was we were following the small footprint trail that was equal in size to Nick's feet, which could possibly be the goblins that we can barter with. So I'll try and follow the directions of what Damascus was showing me to follow that trail.
All right. This is a new day. Give me a survival check. You don't see the footprints anywhere.
Do you think we'll be okay without Damascus? It's just the three of us. I wouldn't call ourselves very strong if we come across more monsters out there.
You also got Bone Regard.
Yeah, we have Bone Regard. To be completely honest with you, Nix, I think we're fucked. I don't think there's any way out of this, and I think we probably should leave with Aiden before he gets too far away.
We can't leave. That would be signing over Nyx's life. I refuse to do that. We'll just have to play this very smart and cautious.
I was never a smart one!
Listen, I don't want this to come across the wrong way. I love Nyx. I'm glad she's back. I'm so glad we have an opportunity to save her life. We have just traded 2 people to save 1. And again, I don't want to put this on Nyx, and I feel awful, but I'm terrified right now. I don't know what to do. And if anybody, I'm angry at whatever fucking god sent us out here on a time limit to save a life. I don't fucking care what we do. I'm just angry. And again, I don't want to put this on you, Nyx. It's not your fault. But we're going to die. I don't see another way out of it. I think we're fucked.
Going to place his hand on Carrotwind's shoulder, but Nyx's head, and just say, "I'm scared too, you both. But I am confident if we play our cards right, we can do this, save Nyx, and get out of this hellhole. If you put your trust in me, I will do what I can to get us all out of here."
I'm just gonna remain silent.
We just follow the river, I guess.
Any of you are better at finding tracks. We just need to find those goblin footprints.
I can try. I haven't tried in a while. Let's see if I can find anything.
Jesus, I didn't realize I was pretty much out of spell slots. Uh-oh. I'll have Morgan help Nyx with searching, providing the help action.
Nick, where are you searching? What are you doing next exactly?
I'm trying to see if I find any other footprints that aren't ours that leads to anywhere.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Okay. With advantage?
Yes, with advantage, because Morgan is helping you. There you go. Yeah, you do find some footprints other than yours and the undead that spurred up around you. They lead to the southeast.
I found some over here.
Okay, let's follow those and just keep a cautious eye out for any movement.
Were we? That was in the middle. That encounter was in the middle of the day, right? We haven't
That
had
was
a
in the
full
middle of
rest
the
since
night.
then. That was in the middle of the night. Did we full rest after that?
Aiden would have left in the morning.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I was out of spells, and
No, it's
that was not going
it's
to be great.
2:30 in the morning, and you guys are leaving now.
Oh, okay.
No, you guys gotta rest.
I was pretty scared there for a second. I want to change one of my cantrips out when we wake up too.
So you guys make your way to the southeast. Following the trail for a good bit. How quick is your I should say pace? How urgent are you going?
I wouldn't say we're going like super fast, cause one, don't want to lose the tracks, and two, trying to keep a cautious eye out, but like We're not speed walking. We're probably just walking, I would say.
Okay. You guys walk for the good portion of the day. Stop and eat. It's still fresh in your minds of what happened. So you guys are very quiet and listening. Was there anything you wish to do throughout your journey for the day? You hear a ringing bell.
That's much.
I took Damascus's hat, so I'm just staring at it as we're walking.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Other than making sure I don't notice any movements or any watchful eyes, I would probably be glancing back at Carrotwin and Nyx just to make sure that they're holding it together.
Give me a perception check. Okay. Yeah, you're kind of leading. Well, is Nyx leading because she found the tracks?
Oh yeah, that's true. I was. Yeah, I guess I'm just absolutely following the tracks.
Galford, you're keeping a watchful eye out. Nothing out of the ordinary, just the creaky dark woods that you guys are still in. It is getting to nightfall.
Should probably find somewhere safe and secure to bed down. This time I think if we have a large blanket or something, we should throw that on the ground to kind of give a little cushion in case something does try to dig.
Yeah, we could. Well, I don't have a blanket, but I have a bedroll. If you have
I have a
bedroll as well.
blanket.
Yeah, the gas are starting to rise out of the ground and out of tree stumps and whatnot.
I'm gonna start working on the tiny hut.
Gallenford and Nyx, what are you doing while Carradwin is casting the dome?
I'm gonna try and make the area that the hut's gonna be around try and make it seem like it blends in and we're not just like some weird spear in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Maybe that'll make it less likely for something to come after us.
Nyx?
I'm going to just be. I'm gonna be picking. See if I can find any more of the goblin weed. If there's any around.
Alright. Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Alright, nice. You do find some bushels of the healing herbs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Stig, you see
Yes.
somebody rooting around through the bushes that you've planted for your healing herbs.
Hey! Who's over there?
Huh?
If I hear a voice call out, hey, knowing Nyx wasn't right near us, I would rush out with my rapier in hand. I'm like, Nix, where are you?
I stay quiet. I'm like, oh, good. I'm not gonna get attacked. He says, monster.
I will draw my sword. Show yourself. Be easier if you do.
You first,
I grab
aimless voice.
I grab Bucky from my from my shoulder and I throw him.
You throw fucking Bucky.
If I hear the throw of Bucky, can I pinpoint where Nix was?
Hold on. First, Nix, give me a strength check to chuck Bucky at this.
Just out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my point of inspiration to get advantage. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Bucky.
You just instinctively, you grab Bucky and just chuck him. Stig, you see a squirrel go flying through the air.
Could I see if maybe I see Nix, or if it's? I assume that's the squirrel.
You see Nix. Just for some reason, out of panic, this little person grabbed the squirrel and chucked it.
Kind of just like drop the sword and I go, really? Is that the best you got?
No.
Gallenford, you would be able to hear the conversation and know where Nix is.
I would rush over, and once I spot Nix, I would like step in front of her and look to whoever is before her. Who are you?
So he's kind of got a blank expression. He goes, "Wow, 2 people. That's 2 more than yesterday."
Go ahead and describe your character, Stig.
So Stig is 6 foot 4 inch, very brawny, muscular man, long swept back white hair, and he's got basically just a vest, bare arms that look like he could bench press rocks, and he has a very nasty looking long sword in his hand, and he has a big sword on a stick on his back. Well, if we're exchanging names, I'm Stig. And you are?
Say that one more time? What was your name?
I'm Stig.
Ah, okay. I wasn't quite sure. And just from the demeanor I'm getting, I would kind of calm down a little and say, I think it's okay, Nix. And as I sheath my rapier, I'll be like, I am Gallenford Storsando.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. What are you doing out here? Are you part of the guild?
Wait, are you part of the Monster Hunter Guild?
He will turn his shoulder over, and he has the Monster Hunters Guild tattoo on his shoulder. Dang right I am.
Caradwin, we found a survivor from the guild.
Great, if he's undead, just burn the body, and I'm gonna keep working on the hut, thanks.
You wouldn't happen to be the only one left out here, would you?
Yeah. Shame to say, but yeah. I'm pretty much the last one wandering these forests.
The guild thought that all of you perished, warned us not to come out here.
Stig's kind of dumbfounded. He's like, that's news to me. Wait, if you're not part of the guild, why are you out here?
It's a long story, but this little one, my friend Nick's here's life depends on it. We need to find a creature named Bog. Have you happened to run into this creature while out here? Or how long have you been out here?
What's the date?
Good question. DM, what's the date?
You've been out here, Stig.
Insert date. I've been here 6 years.
There you go.
You've been out here for 6 years?
Yeah. Came out here on the first expedition. Guild set up an outpost out here to help start clearing this place out of monsters. And as you can see, he gestures, didn't quite turn out as we expected.
How have you been surviving out here on your own? Is this outpost even secure?
About as secure as you can get, though it may just be the fact that one person all by himself doesn't attract too much attention. Speaking of which, we should probably get indoors somewhere safe. Night's approaching.
You have shelter?
DM, do I have shelter?
Yes, you have shelter. Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Caradwin, please don't finish casting. We may have found some shelter.
Kildren, you've finished casting your tiny hut and bonfire.
Perfect. I don't think I can speak to them from in here, can I? Or does it block out sound? I don't remember.
I don't think it blocks out sound. No, it's just spells.
Okay.
And stuff can't get through.
I couldn't. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'll just shout out. And it's. What do you mean you have shelter? I just finished.
You don't even know who they're talking to.
I say, how about we introduce you to our third companion? And as I'm walking Stig over, I'll just be like, we lost a dear friend yesterday out here, so everyone's still dealing with that, so just brace yourself.
I see. Well, that happens here. Best thing to do is keep moving forward, I guess.
And just before we get to the spear, I'll kind of look to Nyx. I'll be like, see? We found some help already. Everything's gonna be just okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Bet you Damascus Spirit sent him to help us. To ensure that you make it out of here.
She just stays quiet.
Caradon, you see Galford and Nyx approach the dome with the new figure.
Why do you guys keep talking to ghosts?
I'll pop my head into the dome. I'll just be like, this one's not a ghost. It's alive and breathing.
Yes, as far as I can tell, I'm alive and he says as he runs into the dome because he wasn't inside the dome when it was cast.
Oh, do you have to be inside? I thought I could designate. Oh my god, my spells are... I don't even remember my spells anymore.
So Galford, you couldn't get in.
It's like almost perfectly in the center of the paragraph.
Oh yeah, there it is. Creatures and objects within the dome. Spell fails, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, Caradwin. Well...
No, it's okay, I'll cast it again.
Well, just save some time. We could probably go back to the shelter that Stig has, and if you want, you can cast it there.
I'm sorry, maybe I don't mean to be rude to whoever your new, potentially not dead companion is. Why do we trust him? When we were told this place is full of nothing but monsters and werewolves and demon creatures?
Yes, but we also learned that there is a Monster Hunter expedition guild out here, but they thought they all perished. One of them survived, and he's even got the symbol for it. He doesn't look like he's a monster to me. I mean, he could have outright attacked Nyx if that were the case. And then I'll kind of stop and just kind of look him over, kind of circling around him, just to make sure it's not some type of illusion.
He looks normal, you know, like. Give me an investigation check.
Something catch your eye, pretty boy?
Yeah, Stig, he's just staring at you.
Just making sure you don't have no weird claws or fangs or anything.
He holds up his hands. No claws. And look, he pulls down his lower lip, and you can see that like the two bottom canines of his jaw, of his teeth are gone. He goes, had to pull out the tusks.
Oh, that must have been
It was
painful.
done right. And besides, he points to his upper lip where you can see two vertical scars. They were digging into my upper lip, so they had to go. Is your third friend going to stay in that little dome thing all day?
I'm tempted to.
Well, that wouldn't let us stay safe, Caradwin. We gotta stick together.
Fine. I'll walk out of the dome and it'll disappear.
So seeing Caradwin, Stigl looked to Gallifrey. He goes, seriously, man? You brought your wife and kid?
No, but I'm flattered. These are very skilled, powerful companions. We are the Meddlers of Mischief.
Whose idea was that?
Hey, we are very well known back at the capital. Trust me, if you make it back there with us, you'll hear many tales, especially the one of us taking on a white dragon.
No kidding. Well, you know what? Seeing as the guild pretty much abandoned me out here, mind if I tag along when you do head back to the capital?
We could use the help as long as my companions aren't too worried, and maybe you could have some information about this place since you've been out here so long.
Sure. I'll give you the skivvy on what's going on here. At least what I've found out.
But these ghost things are coming out of the ground again, so maybe we should head back to your shelter first.
Just follow me, and I will lead them back to what I consider a shelter.
You guys take some walking, but you eventually get to his little shack.
I'm sure there's some debris from other buildings that have fallen into disrepair. Here we are. Home, sweet home.
Wow, an actual hut.
Yes, how observant. Maybe a little bit cramped, but
Well, it's just we've been sleeping on the ground for, I don't even know, since the start of this whole thing. It's just new.
well, I can't promise you it'll be any better, but at least it'll be inside. By the way, I didn't catch either of your names.
That's Bucky, and I'm Nyx.
Yeah, Bucky is not happy with you, Nyx.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about
He's
the
never
squirrel. I
happy
was
with
talking
me.
about you, Missy. He says, pointing to Cairgwin.
What?
Your name. What people call you.
I don't know you, and frankly, I don't feel a reason to get to know you. So, for now, you can just call me the Wizard, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay, the wizard. Seeing as we are not on good terms, you can stay outside.
Good, I've got my own hut.
Whoa, hold on. And I'll kind of lean towards Stig. I'm like, we just went through a pretty tough loss. That's why I said to brace yourself. Please don't let her sleep outside.
I start constructing the hut against one of the walls.
Caradwin, come on.
You have too much faith. I don't. I'd rather stay outside, I'd feel safer.
Stig will place a hand on Gallifrey's shoulder, leaning in, he goes, "This is your baggage. I ain't got no part of this, and I ain't sticking my nose where it's not wanted. All I'm offering you is room and board, and not shivering me in my sleep. So if you need me, I'm in my hut, and I will go inside."
I'll just say, how about we just come, we'll speak in the morning. I don't want to leave her out here alone.
Doors closed.
And I'll Are you still outside too, Nix?
Yeah.
So I will sit with Carrotwin and Nix in the hut and try to calm them and convince them that he can be of some help to get us out of here quicker.
I think maybe we can get to know him more in the morning, and maybe it'll be better that way. I don't know. Um,
Yeah, maybe things will be better in the morning.
Doubt it. In the morning, we're still going to be in this hellhole.
Yes, but we are going to find our way out of it. With Nix.
As you guys are sitting there, outside the dome, Caradon, you look over Gallifrey's shoulder and you see this massive dog just sitting there and panting.
Like, how big are we talking?
Mastiff big. And he's just drooling.
He just looks like a regular dog?
Door opens up. Whiskey! Dinner!
The dog gets up and goes inside.
Great, somebody else with a pet.
what's wrong with pets?
Seriously, am I the only one without one?
I like Bucky, admittedly. That wasn't directed towards Bucky or Nix. God, now I feel even worse.
The night is coming. You guys are in the dome outside. Bone regards at the side of the house. The spirits are all around you. Those are. What do you guys wish to do while out in the dome?
I will try to recount tales where Damascus did heroic gestures to try and cheer up the group. Make them think more of his successes to make them smile. Like the harpy fights when he broke the one's neck with that lasso.
I remember the time I kind of pulled a prank on him, and then his horse started dragging him.
This might be a good night to eat some of that cake, if you have any left.
I have 2 cakes. We're binge eating. Give me the spoon.
I think it's called stress eating.
And through the tales and the eating, I would probably be trying to get Carrotwin to speak up and not pull herself inwards.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. Or at least try to. In between the singing and the the sounds of cake.
I will be inside my hut talking to Whiskey, who is a very good listener. Can't believe it. Gil left me out here by myself. Well, no, by ourselves. Yes, yes, I know you said we should have gone with them. Yes, I know. Yes. What does that have to do with this situation?
Can we hear him from our hut? Is he talking loud enough where we can hear him?
I would say yeah.
I would be listening closely to anything I can make out.
Give me a perception check. You can't make out much.
But you can make out that he's talking to somebody. Dwyer, lights out. Going to bed.
Galliford would head to bed once he noticed that Carrotwin and Nyx were asleep, just to keep an eye on them and everything around them beforehand.
Yeah, Nyx, you ate a whole chocolate cake by yourself.
Galliford would have helped.
But would have Nyx let you help?
That's a good question.
Does Bucky get a
My
piece of the
cake.
cake?
Gets a little crumb.
First thing he did was like jump right into it.
Who's keeping watch?
Morgan
Okay.
from inside the dome.
I would have watched for a little bit also.
Galliford, when you go to sleep, or Nyx, do you guys have armor on?
I wear leather armor, and usually I take it off going to bed, so probably not.
That is a good question. We got ambushed in the middle of the night, so I probably would be worried, but we're also right next to this hut, so I would take the armor off.
Okay. Galliford, the night goes off. Morgan stays awake. You start to go to sleep. Have Morgan give me a perception check.
All right. Since it is dark out, that will be at disadvantage.
Whiskey is also on watch. Could I have him make a check?
No, I thought Whiskey was inside, but yeah.
Well, he's on watch while I sleep.
Okay.
The rest of the day, the rest of the time he can be lazy as all he wants, but at night he's on watch.
All right, yeah. Have them both give me checks.
And mastiffs have advantage when they rely on hearing or smell. Can that take into account?
For this case, yes, because Whiskey's used to living in this area.
Okay, so that is a 21 for Whiskey.
Well, I see. 2d20.
And then he has +1 to his wisdom.
Okay. Morgan notices that Beauregard is gone.
Oh.
You didn't say he was.
I assume we were just kind of lugging him around as a suitcase.
So you were carrying him around since he's your only horse?
I mean, I wasn't riding him, but
Did you set him to follow Harvey?
No, he followed us because that's our only mount. But I could have swore we were cramming everything into the hut whenever we were using it.
But nevertheless,
that's what
Beauregard is
That's what
gone.
we did the last few times. Oh, great.
And Whiskey notices that it is unusually quiet outside.
So whenever Whiskey feels uncomfortable, he wakes me up. Which, let me tell you, there have been many sleepless nights for no reason because Whiskey is a scaredy cat.
Is he like
How?
Fang Hagrid's dog?
Pretty much. So he will basically lick my face until I get annoyed with it, and I'll wake up. What is it? Look outside. Look for anything out of the ordinary. And I see a giant dome, and I go, "That's not normal."
Yeah, you do see something outside. It is glowing off in the distance with 4 skeletal figures.
Have I encountered something like this before?
You have seen it, but you have you've seen this this creature, this specter around. Never encountered it because it is unknown to you, but you always kept an eye on it. This is as close as it's ever been to your hut, and it's sitting there staring at your hut, basically.
Do I know anything about this, or maybe Like what kind of monster it may be, things that can ward it off.
Um, you can give me a religion check. Uh, what you know of this creature, what it looks like. You've heard stories about this type of specter. Is known as a gallows speaker. This spirit arises from place of mass death, or sites where creatures regularly meet their doom.
Yeah, now I don't feel comfortable anymore.
And you see 4 skeletons accompanying it. The specter raises its bony finger at your direction and gives a terrible wail, which wakes everybody up. And we're gonna roll initiative.
I will immediately look to Whiskey and I go, I don't suppose they're friendly, huh? And Whiskey is already shoving himself underneath the bed.
Did I roll, even though he's not here, initiative for Beauregard?
No.
I'm a little scared to say that this looks like a very familiar scenario. Cool stig. That's showing him what for.
I was going to say, I think Galliford probably is quicker than me anyways, generally, so I'll let him go before me. Unless Galliford you have.
Yeah, I can go first.
Music got really.
Yeah, with whatever recent update they had, the settings were a little weird, so I had to adjust it again.
I didn't know about that. I was wondering because they're so low and they're so freaking loud. But anyways, this skeleton gets to go first, and it has a rusty short sword.
sleeping. And then I rub the chocolate off of my face. And then I go, really, we can't catch a break. And then that's 20, 25 out of the dome. And then, let's see how far this is. That's 45 feet. I'm going to cast Moonbeam. Right over here.
Where are you casting Moonbeam?
Yeah, Moonbeam. Over here.
Can you post a spell, please?
I would do here. Yes. But I don't want to accidentally get some people in the crossfire. Oh, wait, let me put that as a spell card.
Is it a
There.
circle or yes, sir. And where are you putting it here?
Yes.
All right. Galliford.
And then
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Go ahead, Nix.
I was going to go back in the dome for a sec. There.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet right there. Yeah.
So Gallenford would stand up for half his movement, realize there's no time to put the armor on, so I'm going to immediately go into casting my mirror image spell, just repeating over and over, all for one and one for all for one and one for all. And then I will step there and prepare for my next move as I'm kind of taking notice of the creature that's rushing forward.
Okay. Caradwin.
Well, this is fantastic. I have absolutely no idea what I should do. And I can't leave the dome to cast a spell. So, Gallenford, thoughts?
This time we should do a preemptive strike. If you have something, unleash it. The dome is probably going to drop.
Alright. I'll move 5. What is the range on this? It's 30 foot. Right, it is. Perfect. Now, I can do a cone that goes, that's one side is right here, right? And then sweep up this way?
Technically speaking, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a 30-foot cone of my dragon ice spell to hit these 3 guys and try to freeze them in place. Where's it at?
So when you do step out, they don't drop.
I do, and it will drop. So my action is to cast this, so they make a Constitution save, and if they fail, their speed drops to 0. I'll post the spell card too. And they have to take an action to remove the ice if they fail.
Con save. Okay, I'm going to go
Con
from
saves.
right to left. So green, red, and blue.
Alright, you bony bastards. Ugh. Oh my god. Alright, blue fails. So if they succeeded, they'll take half damage, and their movement is not hindered. If they failed, they'll take full damage and his speed is 0. Until he takes an action to remove the ice. then I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. 25 feet behind this tree or shrub.
All right,
And that's my turn.
Morgan.
I'm gonna shout to Morgan, go help our new friend. Are there any windows on the side of the house here?
Not on the side here. They're on the front.
Okay. Shit. Morgan's gonna fly behind this guy here and provide the help action. I can provide the help action from the other side, right? Oh, that guy's dead. Morgan's gonna fly right here. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Right here and provide the help action against this guy.
All right, Stig. You see a raven on the outside, distracting the skeleton in front of your door.
Man, the animals are acting pretty weird today, aren't they? First a squirrel, now a bird. Friend of yours? Whiskey? No, he's fine.
All right. This on for the help action. All right. This one starts in the moonbeam. So can you roll damage for the moonbeam, please? The radiant light of the moon pierces down to the skeleton, but it's still holding strong. Well, not holding strong, it's still standing. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And kind of charge at Nyx, because it's the one that casted the moonbeam spell. The ghost is going to go 5, 10, 25, 30, 40. And it's going to look at you, Caradwin.
From behind a bush?
Yeah. It knows you're there.
But can I see it, is the real question.
It doesn't matter if you see it.
Alright, fair enough. I'll stop weaseling.
Painful memories seems to overcome your mind all of a sudden. Like
Way back, all those painful memories way back yesterday.
all the echoes, all the memory echoes throughout your life. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus Christ, Chris, that's so much damage. That will literally drop me if I fail this.
Chris, cool it, please.
Oh, thank fuck. Dude, that was my exact amount of hit points, is 32. Oh, shit, dude.
So, on a failed save, so nothing happens.
Nothing happens? I don't take any damage?
Nope. Waves of painful memories lead from the target up to 3 other the creatures out within 30 feet of the target. So it would have hit your allies as well, but since you succeeded, nothing happens.
So, Chris, you're telling me that this creature has an attack that could drop multiple people at once?
Oh my god.
Well, this is a Chris game.
Stig.
All right, I'm gonna hopefully start cleaning house. I'm going to start with this red one right in front of me.
So you open the door in front of you and you go whack.
Well, I can't. Yes. Yeah, we'll start off with a crit
Wait, why are you rolling with advantage?
because Morgan gave me the help action.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So hopefully 20 will bring him down. And I'm a little frustrated because I got woken up, so I'm going to action surge. I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
No,
you
that
don't have advantage.
17
17 will hit.
for 6 slashing.
Anything else?
I'm going to move to this side.
Is that your turn?
I'm going to say, quite a coincidence that I get attacked as soon as you show up. Maybe it's a sign, right? No,
You know, we could say the same thing.
So, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break. I really gotta go, so I'll be right back.
Fair enough.
Same.
you guys were wondering what Stig was, he is a level 3 champion fighter, level 2 barbarian.
Oh.
He is my crit fisher build.
I'll have to eventually get the character description from him from you.
I'm surprised you kind of just blew over the fact that he said that he actually had tusks before.
I actually, when you said that, I was like, wait, did I hear wrong? And now I was like, wait, is he a half-orc?
So Stig is actually a half-orc, and I basically just say that he's got a lot more muscle mass and he's a little bigger than normal humans. And I didn't want him to have tusks, so I just said he had to have them removed. But kind of just to replace his tusks, I say he has 2 scars that kind of show where his tusks used to be.
Okay, so my guess was right.
Yes, your guess was right.
All right. I feel much better. we'll do a quick sound check. Caradwin.
I'm here.
Stig.
Here.
Gallenford.
Here.
Nix.
Here.
All right. Continuing on. The skeleton's dead again. Dead again. Dead again. Nix. You have a skeleton right in front of you.
The produce flame it.
Okay. You have range. Is it range of stealth?
Yes.
Yeah, she ignites it in her hand and then she can throw it.
Okay.
For that amount.
You light the skeleton ablaze.
Oh, thank goodness I was scared. I don't have my armor on. I don't have my weapons on me.
But there's still a massive ghostly figure.
Oh, I actually killed the skeleton?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, hide right behind Caradwin.
Is Bucky with you?
Yes.
Alright. Gallenford.
Rush in. I'm going to stab at this thing with my rapier.
Okay. Make an attack roll. A 11 unfortunately misses as it dodges out of your rapier.
I curse as I dash backwards. I have mobile, so I can move back without taking opportunity.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Caradwin.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the fucking button. You wanna do 32 damage to me? I do 32 damage to you. How about that? Fucking ghost. I cast it in a way that won't hit this guy here.
Right. There's a large explosion.
Yeah. That engulfs that thing.
Alright. Dexterity saving
Yes!
Alright. Good news is it succeeds. Bad news is it uses a legendary resistance. No, I'm joking.
And that's all I'm doing. I'm just hurling that fireball back at it.
It screeches in rage as you dealt a mighty blow. But it is still standing.
Great.
Morrigan.
Morrigan is going to fly onto the roof and watch for now.
Okay.
Take the dodge action as well, just to be safe.
Hover up to you, Stig.
And kill.
And it's going to reach out to you skull. But first it needs to make an attack roll. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
You can take 19 psychic damage. And you must roll a d4 from your next attack roll or saving throw.
Cool.
Stig.
Okay, I'm just going to recklessly attack him.
All right.
That's a crit.
Ah, damn,
Let-
this is amazing.
Even
So,
well,
22.
okay. First roll your d4.
It's a crit. It doesn't matter.
I know, but it says you must roll a d4, so it's
So
technically
that's
a
a
24.
still a- And it's still a crit.
Yes.
Is it an undead?
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't take the additional 10 necrotic damage. But it will still take the 22 magical slashing damage.
This spirit is not looking well. If it was looking well at all.
That's what you get for rooting around my skull. Okay, I'm done.
Nyx.
I'm going to move from behind the bush. Go 5, 10, 15, 20. And actually, I'm going to use my action to move the moonbeam over here.
How far can you move the moonbeam?
60 feet as an action.
Are you gonna just drop it right on top of him?
Yes.
Alright.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to wild shape into a bear. Oh, my bad.
No,
Let
you're
me
fine.
move back.
I forgot you could do that. So. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Gallenford.
I'm gonna like roll forward up beside Stig and stab at this thing as the light is engulfing it.
Okay. 18 will hit.
And I will pump my my defensive flourish into him. Doing a total of 19 damage. And then I'm gonna roll backwards, but kind of tap Stig before flipping backwards, just saying need some assistance. And I'll bonus action healing word Stig. Total of 8.
Wow, teamwork. I haven't felt this in 6 years.
Get used to it, I say as I'm flipping backwards.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Caradwin.
All right. we're laying into this thing, aren't we? All right, I will cast. I'm just gonna cast a magic missile at him. Guaranteed hit. And that's at first level, so it'll just be the 3 darts.
Describe to me how you vanquish this spirit.
Oh, so seeing as he's getting just the shit beat out of him by our 2 melee fighters, I'll open my spellbook to the page of Magic Missile, swirl my ethereal quill through the air, and point at it, and as I do, 3 missiles will launch from the pages around behind the creature and hit it in the back in 3 points down a line: head, spine, and lower spine. I don't know if he has anything past his abdomen down, and he just kind of ruptures into light and explodes.
All right.
And that's that.
All is quiet as the spirit dissipates from after the 3 magical missiles strike it.
See? I told you we can do it, guys. And Stig was formidable and helpful. And Stig, you can now see that both of my female companions are just as powerful.
Stig will turn, covered in ectoplasm, and he goes, I stand corrected. Seems you might be able to survive here. After all.
Nothing like a fight with monstrous creatures to show that we can work together and are trustworthy. Oh, Carrotwin, are you still planning to stay outside?
Absolutely, I am. 100%.
I'll just sigh and say, well, get some rest and we will see you in the morning, Stig. Unless Carrotwin tries to keep you in the hut.
No, he's definitely out of the hut.
I'll see you all in the morning. Hope nothing else comes bite us in the butt tonight. He will clean off his blade and go back to sleep, which is probably finding whiskey in his bed.
I'm just gonna sleep as a bear.
All right.
The bear is very warm and cuddly.
The rest of the night, this goes off without any more incidents. The spirits come back, the gas after the battle, and just continue their wandering around the woods. Morning comes, and they all descend back into the earth.
Stig will be up, he'll be out, and he will be doing his exercises with his glaive.
Once I'm dressed and everything, I would probably try to speak with Carrotwin first once she wakes up before going to find Stig.
Stig's basically hanging just outside the hut, waiting for you guys to come out.
Alright, Carrot Wen, I know you're not fully trusting him yet, but we need extra help while we're out here, so we can't really... beggars can't be choosers. I'll keep an eye on him. He might be able to help speed this along so we can get out of here. Can you at least be civil with him?
Sure. Fine. Whatever we need to do to get out of here. Frankly, I don't trust the fact that somebody's been able to live here in this hellhole for 6 years. Not without something happening to them or something really messing up their heads. I don't know how you can be so trusting of him. But I just want to leave. And we need to finish this thing and make sure Nyx is safe, so whatever that requires, I'll do it.
Okay, with that, Gallenford would exit the hut and be like, "Oh, well, how did you sleep? Other than our brief fight?"
About as well as always.
Now, you said you've been out here 6 years?
Roughly about that.
Have you encountered that, the creature named Bog or any of the goblins out here by chance?
Now, Chris, you said I knew who Bog was.
You know of her, and you know that she resides in the swamp.
Oh yeah, Bog. What do you want to do? What do you want her? What do you want with her for?
We need to retrieve something from her. Be honest, chances of her being happy with it are slim, but it's the only way to save our friend here.
You you know what you're getting into, right?
We have a somewhat of an idea.
Yeah, well, from what I can tell, she roams around the swamp area just over yonder. But I've never chanced it. We used to go in groups, but with me here, I doubt I could make it very far.
Well, maybe with your assistance we can make it all the way there, if you can guide us.
Well, I gotta admit, after last night, I'm not sure how long this little shack's gonna hold up. Must be moving on, I guess.
Yeah, see, the creatures of the night and everything have been getting bolder and bolder lately, even before these strangers showed up.
Yeah. Last night was the first time they actually attacked, I guess. Well, yeah, I'll take you as far as I can. That's all we ask of each other, right?
Yes, indeed. And we can help you get back once this is all taken care of.
Well, it looks like our paths align in the same direction. We may not be friends, but we can be allies.
Yes, indeed. And any ally who proves himself can eventually become a friend of the Meddlers of Mischief.
He tries to hold in the smirk. Yep. So, what we going after? And you said this has something to do with the The kid?
It's something that will help save her life. Um, all I can say is we'll know the item when we see it. I believe it's going to be in Bog's hut or home.
Jeez, talk about vague. Well, I guess we better get a move on. Are your two companions ready? Or do they need a little more time?
Let me check. And I think because I was in the hut originally, I can put my head in this time.
Yes.
So I'll peek my head and be like, "Well, Stig is going to help show us the way. If you guys are all ready." And my eyes will be kind of slightly closed just in case they were in the middle of changing.
It's see-through,
Yeah.
so
It is transparent. I'm not changing it here. It's yeah.
It's transparent on the inside, but Caradwin can make it opaque on the outside.
oh, that's right.
And she can choose whatever color she wants.
No, I'm ready to go whenever you want to leave.
I'm ready. And I'm just feeding Bucky an acorn.
Alrighty, then I think we will be off. And I kind of whispered this part to Carrot when I was like, I kind of told him if he can help us finish this here, then we can try and help him get back to the capital since he's been stranded out here. I'm hoping some trust will be found during all of this on the way, and I'll go off of your judgments when the time comes.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Nix, as you're feeding Bucky, Whiskey is just like sitting right next to you, staring at you, expectantly.
You want an acorn?
He will take it.
Can I pet him? What, does he bite?
No, not even if you wanted to.
Okay. I pat his head.
You are about the same size, Nix, as Whiskey.
Nice.
Now, since I don't know because of the confusion before, but where is Beauregard?
Oh my God, where's Beauregard?
What's Beauregard?
It's a bone horse. And we named it Beauregard. That was the joke.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Hey, listen, I don't know what happened to your sense of humor in 6 years. That's I'm not sure.
Oh no, I'm not one for jokes. Whiskey is pretty good.
Yeah, I've had better drinks, but you know, I prefer stouts myself.
Okay, to each his own.
Fair enough. Where's my horse?
Do you call out for him?
Yeah, I'll call out for Beauregard.
So, Caradwin, as you call out for Beauregard, you see him rising from the earth. The dirt, the mound split. The earth splits open. The dirt comes up, and you see Beauregard. Now looks like he has sinew, flesh hanging off his bones now.
Ew.
And the dread helm, it seems like it has now fused to his skull.
Stig will casually sidle up to Gallagher and he goes, so is this Beauregard or something I should be worried about?
I say, oh no, this is Beauregard. And I'll kind of lean towards Carrot. I'm like, Carrot, you're hoarse. Cooler now.
He looks so amazing.
And now I'm just kind of looking up the sky. I'm like, oh, I need an animal companion or a mount. Why am I the only one?
I'm definitely riding Beauregard today.
Carrot is definitely the horsewoman of death.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I guess since we're all here, I guess we'll get to it. I will take the lead. Whiskey following Nyx.
All right.
Okay.
Before I go, I will pat the hut and I will say, you did good, hut. Did real good.
The when was it what's the thing on the freaking windows that open and close?
Shutters.
What?
Shutters.
Shutter. A shutter in the wind will flap like it's waving goodbye.
I will turn around and I will not look back.
All right. So, Stig, you know the way to the swamp. It's fairly simple, again, but you have never actually been in the swamp.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do during your travels to the swamp?
I will probably ask Gallenford about the whole situation with Nyx.
And in turn, I would probably ask Stig some of his tales here and more about himself, so we can get to know him. But I would probably be slightly vague with the story with Nyx. I would just say some otherworldly creature kind of saved her life, but we have to find some item in Bog's home in order to make it permanent.
And you have no idea what this item is or where it is.
No, but it must be something amazing and magical, because the being said we would know it when we saw it.
Well, I hope you'll know it when you see it.
But we've heard many tales of the Monster Hunters Guild. I mean, if you can't tell, they helped fashion some of our armaments from the dragon we killed. And I'll kind of move my cloak a little so you can see the white dragon scale. But
yeah, I can see their work.
I'm
Pretty
curious.
Nice
Tell us a bit about yourself. How were you able to survive out here? What are your skills? What creatures have you run into and fought?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. Was brought out here with my dad. Scaffer sits in. He's I don't mean to brag, but he's kind of a big deal in the monster hunting guild. Probably name something and he might have killed it. And we've run into a few things. DM, what are some of the things that we might have run into?
What do you mean?
Monsters that we've hunted, or just things that I've run into while I've been living here.
Here, especially in the Kingdom of Hermon, mostly undead for the most part, cursed spirits, but there are large packs of wolves and definitely some goblinoids. You've actually befriended a tribe while you're here. As you know, even that's kind of one of the ways you've been able to survive so long has been with the help of a goblin tribe. You've stayed away from the main city of Camelot for the most part. Large monstrous beasts and the such. A few like that spirit. That was the first time you fought in one of those. But again, that's the only one you've ever seen. And you've always avoided more of the more monstrous creatures, things that couldn't really be explained. If you know what I get, like a fusion.
So I will just explain that most of what I've had to deal with are those roaming bands of undead that we had to deal with last night, and you saw for yourself that they go down pretty easily. Uh, the rest has been just a few little tips and tricks I picked up from the goblins who I trade with occasionally for some of the goods I need. But there are a few unknowns out there, but the majority of the guild were gone before I was trained up enough to go after them. And one of our things is never go after a target without backup, you might say. There, by the time I was skilled enough to handle one of those, there weren't enough of us left to go after them.
Oh, I'm kind of curious what these unknowns are, but now you've confirmed one thing that the guild told us before we left. So you can barter with the goblins out here.
It's a little tricky at first contact, but it's a kind of a live and let live. You leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Guess we got lucky. We were originally searching for them for information when we stumbled into you.
Well, maybe we can, if we need be. I know one of their hidey holes.
Are they also located out in this swamp area?
Would I be able to kind of maybe gesture a general area where the goblins are? I'm not going to specifically point out their village because I don't trust these folk yet.
The goblins you know are that you tend to trade with or whatnot are kind of towards the northwest.
And I'll just say they stay well clear of the swamps. Not many things venture into the swamps what come back out, if you know what I mean.
You haven't heard rumors or seen any signs of a black dragon out there, have you?
Would I have heard anything about that?
No.
No, can't say that I have. So, if that ain't your wife and daughter, who are they? Who are they?
It's
What's their story?
well, it's as I said, we're the Meddlers of Mischief. We all joined up back in the capital for a mission to take on a white dragon, and well, we just became a band of adventurers.
Just the three of you?
No, we lost a dear friend. 2 days ago. He accompanied us, and another who was with us took his body back. That way he can be buried back home. There was more of us. We're smaller, but it won't stay that way.
Stig kind of takes that for a moment and goes, maybe we're more alike than I thought.
Who knows? Maybe when this is all over, I can tell you more of our tales and heroic adventures.
I'd like that. First, let's get through this.
Caradon and Nix, what are you doing during the travel?
I'd probably be trying to see if I can play fetch with Whiskey, if he'll play fetch with me anyways.
Alright. What are you playing fetch with?
I'm not going to use my squirrel. I do have the staff that I never use. The staff of word calls. I just kind of have that.
Risky has a big old stick. Actually, it's not. When you pick it up, it's not a stick. It's a bone.
Oh. Does this belong to you? As I stare at Beauregard.
You believe it's one of the bones from one of the skeletons.
A human femur.
I mean, okay, I guess.
You chuck it.
Fetch.
He barks, woof, and then he chases off after it.
At a leisurely pace.
Caradon, what are you doing?
I'm writing on Beauregard, just going through my spell book, taking notes on things that I see in my journal that I brought. That's about it. I'm keeping to myself. I am going to take notes on the wraith and the skeleton that we just fought, because I'm assuming I have some idea of what it tried to do to me, as far as the painful memories thing. So I'm just taking note of that.
Okay. It's getting close to evening, but you guys are at the river, and right across of it, you can see the entrance. You can see the swamp.
I forgot to mention this, and she hasn't popped up to notice the water yet, but Carolyn does not do well with the water. Do you know a safe way across?
Is there a bridge or something, DM?
Not that you are aware of.
So I'll just say, not quite sure. The river's as far as I've dared go. Never even crossed my mind how to cross it.
You've walked the river since you've in the 6 years. You never crossed it, but there are old bridges, but there's none that go into the swamp that are still stable and connected.
But there is, say, a bridge like here that might still be able to be crossed.
You've walked the entire length, and the answer is no.
Then I will say, no, I have no idea how to get across the river. I was hoping you would.
I'm going to, there are trees nearby, right?
Yeah.
It's a forest.
The best thing I can think of, and I'll kind of say this loud enough for everyone to hear now, is to use Hugh to take down a few trees and make a raft to get across.
Hugh?
It's the name of an axe.
Okay.
It's a magical one. It cuts into wood very easily.
Stick holds up hands, goes, you don't need to explain. No need to explain.
And I'll kind of just stare at Carrotwin as I mentioned that, waiting to see if she'll respond or if she's still kind of fuming.
All eyes turn to Carrotwin with the bag of holding.
Oh, I am very much lost in my note taking. So we're not really paying attention as we're coming up to water, but yeah, if you stop me, I'll pull out Hugh and we can figure out a way to get across that's ideally not through a river. Not that I want to go over one either, but here we are.
Well, I guess I could actually pull it out since the bag of holding was strapped to my waist.
I was gonna say, I thought you said you have it earlier.
Yeah, it was more of a trying to get the acknowledgement from Carrotwin in case she had any ideas of anything else that could be done other than trying to chop down some wood and create a raft.
I really missed Damascus. He wanted to build a boat.
I have no other ways to get across except for teleporting, but that's only 30 feet at a time. And I can only do it about 5 times. 6 times. And that would be 180 feet, but I don't think it's enough to get to the other side of the river.
I think the river's 300 feet, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so... Is there a shallower part of the river that you know of?
What?
Is there a shallow section of river that maybe we could wade across? Are there some rapids?
Not unless you want to go further north. You either go north or go bypass the swamp completely and head south.
So, I'm going to be honest with you. This is probably the worst section of river I could have chosen.
Great. Is there a better section that we can use instead?
What about this section? As I look at the map, it almost looks like a piece of land.
Oh no, that's Titanoboa area, and they will wreck you.
You would know that that area, the river does pass through, but it seems like the swamp is trying to encroach across the river a bit. You will have to climb on trees, kind of like on their nubs.
Basically, the trees expanse the water.
Yeah, I'm trying to describe it. You know how like their trunks or their roots or sometimes you see
The
those.
river narrows enough that maybe we could like toss a rope across.
What I'm trying to explain is, if you guys seen those pictures of swamps where the trees are out of the water except for like their roots.
The mangroves.
Yeah.
So if possibly we could be leaping from like various roots and stuff that are sticking out of the water to get across.
And it's probably a bit shallower there, not as much current, because the trees break up the water.
I think that might be our safest bet.
Yay.
Yeah? Yeah? He looks to Caradwin and Nix for approval.
I give a very shaky thumbs up.
Do you wish to go tonight or do you wish to go in the morning?
I would say morning.
Yeah, definitely morning.
All right.
Create a dome.
You guys set up camp.
While Caradwin is setting up the dome, Stigl asks, "Is this how she does that sphere thing?"
It is, and just make sure you stay right in the center while she's doing that. Otherwise, you won't be able to step into it later.
Stigl, like, kind of gingerly asks Caradwin's like, "Permission to enter?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Whiskey.
You guys set up camp. The spirits are arising again. The dome is set. You guys huddle up, getting ready to enter the swamp, looking for the creature named Bog. And that's where we're going to end it. I know it's a little early, but it's all I currently had planned, I should say. So I'm going to start the recording.